Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never ventured to my sector of the universe before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here, for joining me for weekly. I appreciate you being here very much. And for those who are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support and your loyalty to this channel. For those who haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, take some time out and click on those red letters that say subscribe and illuminate the thumbs up button if you like the video. Comment on it, share it, whatever. Help this channel to grow. Join the Capella community here. It's a beautiful, beautiful community. I do have quite a few announcements. First off, I do have new readings on my website. If you go to capellawellness.com or check the description box below for those. One of them is also including a group session. This is mainly for those who are part of the Light Counterpart journey. It's the same as the twin flame. It's just that my guides have told me not to utilize the term twin flame, but the journey is the same. I won't go into that here. You'll see it in the description box. I have a little blurb on that. For those who are counterparts, who have a light counterpart, I'm going to have a group session on July 1st, which is a Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff. If you go to the website, you'll have more information as to what that group session is going to entail. It's going to be transformational, empowering, motivating. We're all going to talk together and go over our journeys. It's like a private counseling session, but in a group where you'll get more support and see each other and talk to each other. I'm really excited about it. I'm having it at a special price because it's my first time doing this. So if you are interested in it, please go ahead and snag a seat, because there's only 10 seats, and the 10 people who get those seats are going to get a very generous surprise from me, because I am a generous person. So go to capellawellness.com. It's called the Capella Circle. It's the first session I'm ever having for Light Counterparts. I would love, love, love to see you there. I will also put a link straight to the link to purchase a seat, to get your seat in the description box below. Also, after you watch this reading, I would highly recommend watching a new series of readings that I am doing for the zodiac signs. I'm going to be utilizing my automatic writing skills to tell you messages that I channel for your career, love, money, and your health. I do own a wellness company, so health is very important in the overall spectrum of things with regards to how to get to a blissful life, which is attainable. So just check on the channel for those videos. Again, I'm going to be doing automatic writing, and I'm just going to be writing down stuff. I'm not using tarot for this. I'm only going to pull probably an oracle card if I'm called to do so. So I would highly recommend, if you want to get more information on those things, again, career, love, money, and health, I would highly recommend those. I'll also throw in like other things like people's names and numbers and dates and scary stuff that people end up telling me when I do automatic writing for my channeled letters. So there's that too. That is something new that I'm starting this week. What else is there? Yeah, I think that's about it. So, and of course, my calendar is open for personal readings. If you like a personal reading to help you on your path to your blissful life, go ahead and book a personal reading with me. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, to help you get there. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for being here. I am so thankful and happy you are here, and I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm already going to wish you a wonderful week this week. So, Sag, we are going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to avoid, what you need to focus on. Please stick to the end so that we can see what is coming to you with regards to love, what is going on with regards to the full moon in Aquarius, what the full moon in Aquarius is bringing you actually, And you'll get to ask a question where you'll receive an accurate answer from the angels. Again, that's all towards the end. That's your theme. Alrighty. Also, I highly recommend watching your moon and rising signs, whether this resonates or not, to get more detail and guidance and insight as to what's coming towards you for this week. Oh, wow. Sag, falling in love, kissing the divine in another, in yourself. Okay, so a few things with this. Because this is a general reading, I'm getting a lot of stuff right now. Could be a lot of things. Some of you may very well be in a light counterpart / twin flame connection. Maybe you are running into your counterpart this week. If you've already met your counterpart, this is you starting to really embark on that journey to healing of the self, to union with the self, kissing the divine in another, finding that you are divinely guided, you are divine counterparts, and you're going to be understanding what the true healing power of unconditional love is for yourself, for your counterpart, for the world. This is you also falling in love with an idea that is being divinely presented to you. You're being divinely guided towards. There's a lot with this card. So remember to take what resonates and discard the rest, because it is a general reading, okay? This could also be for those of you who are already very, very attracted to somebody else. Again, I'm getting strongly for as a counterpart stuff. You are feeling very overwhelmed with this connection. Some of you, it's been hard to eat, sleep, drink, think, work, play, all of the above. I'm seeing devil card already. Some of you may be starting to get addicted to things that aren't serving you. Some of you are trying to escape something, but choosing the wrong cup, like the Seven of Cups, to avoid feeling, you know, either to try to stop thinking about your person all the time, to try to get away from them, to try to stop dealing with the pain, the hurt, the loss, the yearning type of thing. Yeah, this is probably you guys just really either being the thick of your connection, or it's just starting, and it's like either in the, like I said, you're in the honeymoon phase, or you're in the middle of this. Again, it's a general reading. I'm getting a lot. There is a lot of love here. There's a lot of magic, but there may be a few of you who might be overly romanticizing this connection. And I know that with these types of connections, with the counterpart, divine counterpart, light counterpart connections, they think it's about romance, but it's really about kissing the divine in another and in yourself. It's a spiritual connection. You guys are supposed to ascend to become the divine masculine in Christ and divine feminine Christ, based on my experience. And it's really about learning unconditional love, the healing powers of it, and loving yourself, knowing your worth and your value, and not being codependent on anybody, not being codependent on love, to think that love is what's going to make you happy, what's going to make you fulfilled in another person. It's the love for yourself. It's finding what truly makes you happy and blissful by yourself, within yourself, finding your holy grail, your Ace of Cups. It's your fulfillment. It's not finding fulfillment in other people and other things. It's about valuing you and finding that thing, finding that spark, Ace of Wands type of energy, where you pursue a career or start your business or do something that you truly, truly love and that just makes you feel overjoyed all the time you do it. And when you are that high vibrational, you start attracting in the magic, the abundance. Well, there's always magic around anywhere, but you really start attracting the abundance, the wealth of abundance that God essentially has for you, that God has for everyone. God just wants us to see certain things and to not be chasing love all the time, thinking that that's what brings us happiness and fulfillment. It's what we find within ourselves, what we find in the world, and what we do to help the world. That is what our actual where our happiness lies. So yeah, there's really learning and understanding the true connection between you and God, between you and the divine. There's great power in this. The love of the divine, kind of like, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, is ultimately what brings us our happiness, and having that direct line of communication with God, with Source, with the divine at all times, and to always trust our intuition and to always know that as long as we follow the light, as long as we're in communication with God, that we will always be fulfilled. We will live in paradise here on earth. We will always be able to not fear others, fear the world, fear our own wants, needs, desires, intuitions, dreams, aspirations. Knowing what's true to ourselves. This is understanding that love doesn't always look, love can be deceiving in the sense where when we are strongly connected to someone, we think we know what love is, but it's not what the world presents it to be. It's not what we've seen in TV or in movies or in other relationships for that matter. I know I got into an ancestral pattern with that, with misunderstanding what love really was. And it's really about loving God unconditionally, understanding the unconditional love and mercy of God, and loving everyone and everything on this planet unconditionally. But more importantly, it's about loving yourself. So many people aren't in love with themselves. They try to get that outside of themselves with people, things, whatever it is, jobs. But it's really about understanding the true power of unconditional love that is given to us by God, which we need to emanate out to the rest of the world. We have to be true to ourselves. We can't get caught up in romanticizing, what love is. And love is, compassion. It's worship. It's teamwork. It's equal give and take. It's valuing others, even if they have certain flaws, right? That's what unconditional love is. We can always fix those flaws, but some of us, it's just little things that we think are like annoying or something that really aren't, or something along those lines. But love is a huge theme for you guys this week. But I really think it's stemming from understanding what love really, really is and not romanticizing it. This is not about Eros love, which is the romantic love. This is about agape love, unconditional love, and that's the highest form of love there is. And that is also of the highest frequency. So the bottom of the deck is, it's kind of like a journey to self-love over here. The bottom of the deck is fertility. See that baby in there? And this mother is just like creating this. It's like you're here to understand what true love is, and birth that into the world. That's what I was talking about, emanating out to the world, and nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, your inner child, fertility, you know, creating a fertile world for yourself, especially internally, so that you can grow wonderful things, bear that wonderful fruit that gives health and vitality to nature, to other people, that type of thing. Understanding your true potential, your powerful creative energy, the initiation of energy, this love, being that spark to kick off your journey towards who you were made to be in this world. Knowing that you have all this magic and all this power to create something incredible, just like how women give birth to babies. The miracle of life, right? But this is also about you finding the miracle in life too, with regards to how love heals all things. That's what I'm getting with this card. Yeah, this is really understanding about what true love is and what it means to you and how it's supposed to transform you and heal you. And when you do that, it heals others. It heals the planet. And especially if you're in a light counterpart connection, this is exactly what you are supposed to learn and do as your mission. You are a powerful force. You can create things. You grow things. You create your own reality, like the magician. I see Empress energy in this card. You have all that it takes, like the magician, to birth something powerful, something great. And you utilize that love to create that. That's exactly what I did with my connection, with this love that I've discovered that comes from the divine, the love for myself and my counterpart, that power that we have with the love between each other. And like the Trinity, God, feminine, masculine, being one and having that power, because again, love is the most powerful frequency, the highest frequency, the most powerful feeling of all. And that's what births wonderful things into the world. And that's what these types of relationships are supposed to do. That's essentially what companionships and partnerships and relationships are supposed to do. Birth these wonderful, powerful, amazing things into this world. The world would be a much better place for it too, if people understood the true power of love. Okay. And how healing it is. It's really about the healing. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, please reveal to us, for our highest good, what does Sagittarius need to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. That one wants to come out. Temperance. This is the light counterpart angel, the twin flame angel. All right. This is, oh, wow. This is a big reading. Okay, I see it. Yeah, this is understanding what this connection is all about. And a lot of it has to do with balancing your masculine and feminine energies, understanding the dualities within you, you know, that you are of the same soul, that this connection will come into physical union in divine timing. This temperance is also about divine timing. You have to make sure you understand with this connection, especially with some of you who are yearning for somebody and the love is so great. And I said, you can't think, you can't sleep, you can't eat, whatever. It's like, why can't I get this person out of my mind? If this connection is so strong, if this love is so powerful, why can't we just, you know, be together already? But again, that's romanticizing the connection. That's what we all of us have been programmed to believe love is, that it's strictly romantic, and it is not. There's a lot of power here where we are here to create something wonderful. This is the alchemist, right? Creating something with these energies inside of us to birth something incredible, amazing. That's why we need to balance the masculine and feminine energies, create the magic elixir of our lives, and, fine-tune things so that we can create the life that we want. We can birth the life that we want. And again, with Empress, having that abundance, understanding the law of attraction, where we attract all these wonderful things to us when we are at a high vibration. This is also focusing on creating something for yourself, or it's like transmuting. Okay, I get it now. Transmuting those energies with regards to how you're feeling about this connection and how strong it is and how taxing it can be, because it's like, why can't I forget about this person? And you long to be with them, and it's, especially I'm getting that quite a few here in separation, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this, and I've seen it already with my clients. I can't eat, I can't sleep, and I feel so low vibe today. You have to learn how to transmute those energies into positive ones. Do something more of creative nature. This is Sagittarius energy. Finding what lights you up. Go on an adventure. Maybe do some traveling or something. Or go, find your purpose. What this connection is really. There's a purpose here. There's a reason why you're in this connection. If you aren't in this connection, it's to get you to understand everything what I had just talked about. Union with self, finding your worth, your self-confidence, loving yourself, understanding again the true power, healing nature of unconditional love. That is very huge. Finding your inner peace, not having stress in your life because of this connection. It is not stressful. That's an illusion, like Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups energy. Don't give in so much to your emotions with regards to, I want this connection to be in the physical, but it's way more spiritual. And Temperance in the Rider-Waite, it has an angel on it, right? It's a very spiritually guided connection. I wouldn't be surprised if like a Hierophant came out here or something, or the Lover's card. This is very spiritual in nature. And you really need to start focusing on balancing yourself, especially with regards to your emotions. Not being so overcome by, this strong connection that you have with this person and yearning for them to be in your life all the time. There's a bigger purpose to this. And if you are in a counterpart connection, I said in the intro, but I'll say it again. I'm having my first Capella Circle session, group session. Only 10 people. That's it. We're going to have like a talk about our journeys. We're going to help build each other up, support us. I'm going to give additional guidance because I've completed my part of the journey. I'm just waiting for divine timing for my union to come in. It's up to the universe now to finish doing their work. This energy here. Perfect orchestration needs to happen before physical union can occur, because the universe wants everything to be in place before both of you come into physical sacred union. And of course, both of you need to do the work. You have to be at the violet flame level. You have to achieve union with self, following your dharma. They told me all this stuff, which is what I've been able to do. So I'm going to do this group session, and to help the other counterparts go through their journeys. We're each going to talk about how we feel about our journeys, like what, how it's changed our lives. And I'm going to give some additional insight into how you can overcome some of these energies, especially with how hard it is to forget about the person, and how do you deal with these ups and downs with emotions, things like that. So if you're interested, I would highly recommend. Again, there's only 10 spots. And I'm going to be giving a generous surprise to those who snag a seat, one of those seats, because I'm a very generous person. So I would highly recommend that to help you along with your journey, okay? You go to capellawellness.com or check the description box to get your seat, okay? They won't be around for too long, I'm sure. So, because we're talking about counterpart stuff here, I'm pretty sure that would help a lot of you. So yeah, things in divine timing. People don't like divine timing, but like I said, the perfect orchestration has to happen so that everything is set in place for both of you to fulfill your joint missions. But this is really about you focusing on balancing your masculine and feminine energies, and finding your inner peace and not allowing the outside world to get you. This is living life in moderation, making sure that this connection doesn't overtake your life and you're stagnant and you're not following your dharma, because if you're not following your dharma, you're going to prolong separation, that type of stuff. Really understanding the purpose in this connection. And the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. It's just like, keep going. I know it's hard, you guys. It's hard when you're have this attraction to someone and there's this strong bond, and you know things don't really go the way that they usually do, or that you think they should. It's because God's preparing you for something greater. It's about the inner work, the self-work, the self-mastery, the spiritual mastery. That, you know, don't give up. Don't lose faith. Don't give up hope. Keep going. This is the wounded warrior, right? It's a long journey. Like you get to the 10, it's like, oh my God, it's like so much. But they don't want you to lose sight of what the end goal is. They don't want you to lose sight of what God is really going to be giving to you guys with this connection. This is a test of your faith right now. Just keep going, keep swimming. You got to persevere. You got to have that true grit and just keep moving on. And again, you got to live in moderation, balance those emotions. Find your inner peace. Okay? Start doing things in your life where you create that magic, right? Your thoughts create your reality too. Watch your thoughts. What do they need to avoid, spirit guides and angels? What does Sagittarius need to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your angel. Okay. Your support and your clarity. All right. And your angels too. Yes. Thank your angels. Okay. They're saying because we're trying to help you. Okay. What they just said is that the angels are working behind the scenes to help you guys because they know how difficult this is. And there's an angel there. Temperance card and Rider-Waite is angel. Why? That would be interesting if it came out twice. Oh, wow. We had two major arcana, you guys. Judgment. Some of you are not learning your life's lessons that need to be learned with this type of connection. This is what this connection is about. It's about learning your life's lessons and becoming your higher self. Following your dharma, like I was saying. It's another major arcana here. Some of you are not heeding the call, which is your purpose. Again, I was talking about romanticizing this connection. I'm telling you, I am a counterpart at the violet flame. I'm a violet flame light counterpart / twin flame. I wasn't heeding my call. I was romanticizing my connection like so many of us do. And my tower moment came. And I was like, okay, now I get it. They want me to put this up here. I was looking right at it. Love. My life story was preparing me to understand what true unconditional love was. And that's exactly what is going on with you guys. If this doesn't resonate at all, again, check your moon and rising signs, because this is really talking about this light counterpart / twin flame stuff. But some of these messages could be pertaining to you if you're not in a counterpart thing. This is talking about understanding what love really is. This is essentially what everybody's supposed to learn. It's not just about the romance. It's kissing the divine in another and in yourself. Divine love, unconditional love, agape love. So some of you are not learning your life's lessons. You're not following your calling. It's the awakening here. The awakening needs to happen when you start realizing, oh, this is what this connection is about. Oh, I need to follow my dharma. I need to follow my purpose. I need to forgive what happened in the past with my counterpart or your person. I need to forgive myself. I need to forgive others. I need to forgive my past. I need to move forward and start living my life's purpose. Some of you are not doing that. And look, I said the Lovers, right? The Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is absolutely, you know, light counterpart. This is twin flamey stuff. You need to look in the mirror. I was talking about, I believe it was Leo's reading, changing. It's time for your transformation, your spiritual awakening. Starting with the person in the mirror, the man in the mirror, like that, like Michael Jackson, that Michael Jackson song talks about. I'm asking him to change his ways. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. This is also about looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, your divine self is telling you, Sagittarius, it's time to make a change. It's time for you to be who you were called to be on this earthly plane. And this is also talking about how your counterpart is your mirror, right? Because they are. They teach you lessons here that you're supposed to learn to help you ascend, to help you become in alignment with your higher self. This is about your emotional healing of the self first. And when you are high vibrational and you're in alignment with the divine love of God, that is what changes and shifts things. And then your counterparts follow suit. Your counterpart starts feeling your high vibrational energies. I'm telling you, they feel it. We don't have to be around. We don't have to talk to them while they're going through this. You will understand the incredible power and magic of the universe, of the incredible power of God's unconditional love in this connection, and how incredibly healing it is without actually physically being around your counterpart, let alone talking to them. I haven't had that much communication with my counterpart, but it was not necessary because we telepathically communicate every day in the 5D. And that is powerful in itself. So they really want you guys to like look in that mirror and be like, you know what? It's time to make changes. It's time to heed the call and start heading the path towards self-love and your self-transformation. Your emotional healing, letting everything go by the wayside and becoming something completely different. Because look, what some of the counterparts don't realize, the mermaid is in the ocean, right? That is her current world right now. But the reflection is showing a world on earth, on land. There's a castle back there. There's sun shining. She's got a shell necklace on. this is God trying to tell you, with you being part of this connection, when you achieve your greatness and you are completely fulfilled, you found your holy grail, you understand your true powers, your true talents, what your purpose in life is, God gives you this abundant life. Look how like beautiful it looks with all the sun shining down. It's like you get the sun card, everything that comes with the sun. You get the mansion, you get the happy harmonious family, you get the wealth, right? Inner wealth, material wealth, spiritual wealth, emotional wealth, intellectual wealth, all of the above. You're living this incredibly gorgeous life here in this mansion with anything you could ever want. And you are completely blissful and happy, not just with yourself, but with your counterpart. And you guys build the legacy, kind of like Ten of Pentacles stuff. All these wonderful cards coming out in my head. That's what some of you don't see. That this connection wants to get you to the massive wealth of abundance that God has waiting for you. That you deserve, that everybody deserves. You just have to do the work. You have to go within and take a look at yourself and make that change. Okay? And I believe Michael Jackson's in my reading now. He's actually one of my guides, believe it or not. Yeah. This is what this connection's about, you guys. This massive change that you make in your life, and watch the true magic unfold, and how everything totally works out for you in your favor. Your manifestation skills are unreal. All right. Let's see. Temperance. Oh yeah, Sagittarius, you showed up. I forgot to say that. Alrighty, why is the Temperance card here? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Eight of Pentacles, Justice, and Eight of Wands. Look, now we have three major arcana. This is about doing the work. I said self-mastery right here. I just didn't say Eight of Pentacles. I saw it in my head. I don't think I said it. Either way, it's about working on your inner self, doing the hard work, learning your karmic lessons. More balance here, okay? There's a lot of balance here between what is going on in this connection and what you need to do as your role as a counterpart. You have a very specific mission. And it's really stemming from learning your life's lessons and understanding your truth. Doing the hard work, and you have to realize that this truth here, again, it's really coming to terms with this is not your run-of-the-mill relationship. It is not romantic love that's going on here. It's about building something masterful, staying committed to working on yourself so that you can prepare for the joint mission. And with the Eight of Wands, this is about being in alignment with your truth, with your higher self. Don't have the High Priestess here, but this is along the lines of that. And there's Libra energy, right? Understanding, what a true partnership is, what a companionship is. Doing the right thing. Doing what's right for you, and building something better for yourself. Working on creating a better you. Birthing something new into the world. This is also working on your Dharma. This is you completely immersed and focused on your Dharma. This is like laser focus right here. All right? You got to be laser focused on your work and finding more balance, with regards to not getting you know, there's too much going on here where it's like your emotions are running high again, and it's you're losing focus. You might be losing focus on doing the work, and that's what this connection is about. Self-mastery, spiritual mastery, like the Hermit card too. And being in alignment with that, again, in alignment with your truth. You gotta keep going. Start taking action on doing the inner work. This is also clearing your karma. The karmic debt. The law, the divine law, divine order. You gotta clear the karmic debt and continue to make forward progress. All right. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. Did I talk about that? God is handing you, this person, this opportunity for you to change, to give you that incredible life that God has waiting for you. This is the golden opportunity for you to build something wonderful for yourself, having a fresh start, a second chance at life. This amazing life that God is waiting to give you. It's exactly what I was talking about. This is a huge gift from God. You are in this counterpart connection for a reason, and not everybody is being called to be in these connections, but you are. If you're watching this and you're part of a counterpart connection, that is for you. For others of you, with regards to, if it's not a counterpart connection, I don't know, maybe you clicked off already if you're not part of it, but still, understanding what unconditional love truly is gives you this abundance, financial security, a new home, a new life, a new start. When you understand what love really is and how healing it can be, and when you are in alignment with that, whether you're in a counterpart connection or not, this is what it brings you. And you got to focus on being more stable too, and more secure in your abilities. This is you really be understanding what your true value is. You got to be more grounded, more stable. Work on your pentacle, your Ace of Pentacles. All right. Judgment. Why is Judgment here, Spirit Guides and Angels? Woo! I think I said doing too much. You're thinking, looking at this as a burden. You guys are tired. I said not a 10 of Wands. I said it. Yeah, because we had 9 of Wands. We saw 9 of Wands. Don't let this connection get the best of you. You got to drop those wands. This is about breaking through those karmic blocks, recognizing and acknowledging those karmic patterns, that you need to let them go. And a lot of it has to do with letting go of romanticizing this connection, of allowing yourself to surrender to God and let go of the connection, in the sense where you let go of your twin, you surrender to God. It's a huge part in this, and that's a very hard thing to do. I had a tower moment that did that. It wasn't horrible. For a split second there, I was like, shit, I shouldn't have done that, but my guides, they set me up. There was a reason why the tower moment that I went through happened, because they were setting me up. They said, okay, we're intervening, Jess. You got to get on your path. And I listened. And I listened. And yeah, it was tough. This is a long journey, guys. It's a long journey. But don't focus on that. That's why you got to focus on working on yourself. Learning your karmic lessons. Aligning yourself with what you truly want. Taking action. making progress, finding your purpose. Don't focus on the burdens and the stress and just like, oh my gosh, this is such, it's been so long. You got to keep going. That's what I said. It's really tough, but you got to keep going. And look, you're almost there, is what I'm being told. But you got to stop focusing on this, like, this connection and being so burdensome. Why does it have to be like this? That's why they want you to focus on continuing to do the work and commit to following your dharma. Because some of you are, again, like I said, some of you are not following your dharma. It's like you're close to the point where you're going to be given this opportunity, the Ace of Wands, to like really find that spark to get you on your path. Some of you are doing too much, especially with trying to do too much, with either trying to get contact of your person or trying to get their attention, or maybe some of you might be doing too much spell work, too much tarot reading, too much tarot on your own, asking questions about how your person feels about you all the time. I'm getting for some of you really want to know stuff about how your person feels about you, how they feel about you. Again, I'm not judging. This is no knock on you guys, but when you guys are overly focused on that type of stuff, you're not focusing on yourself. You're not focusing on building for yourself, and because God has this new life for you. But again, this type of connection is about doing the inner work and fulfilling, preparing you for your mission on your own, and then for your joint mission with your counterpart, because you guys have a role here. It's a mission. It's a divine mission. It's not just like, oh, you know, we get married and have kids and he goes to work here, I go to work there, she goes to work here, I go to work there. And you're doing what everybody else does with having 9-to-5 jobs. And are you saving the planet? Are you raising the vibration of the planet? People aren't doing that right now. A lot of people are not. That's not what God wants for you guys. Okay. Let go of these burdens. Recognizing your karmic patterns you have to let go of. Again, it's tying into karmic lessons, okay? And the bottom of the deck is Page of Cups. Yeah, some of you are over-romanticizing this. Being too dreamy. Getting caught up in like, oh, what this connection. I'm in a light counterpart connection and it's supposed to be all lovey-dovey and, you know, love letters and stuff. And they're saying, no, Sagittarius, it's not about that. Again, some of you are over-romanticizing this. You have to trust your gut. You have to follow it. This is divinely led. Some of you are being a little bit too kid-like in the sense where this is, I did think I talked about a honeymoon phase, maybe. This is also talking about healing your inner child wounds, because this stems from the Page of Cups has to heal inner child wounds with regards to love. Okay, that's what both counterparts need to do. That's why both counterparts need to understand the true meaning of unconditional love and its power and what that is. Okay, so we are going to get guidance from Spirit. What guidance do we have for Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirius. Woo! Yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. As I say, listen to your intuition. Some of you are not. Here you go, man. Take action accordingly. Whatever your intuition is telling you, yep. Oh, father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Wasn't I talking about inner childhood wounds? Some of you need to heal things with your father or some father-like figure. There's somebody here who's, there's some masculine father, grandfather, whomever. For a lot of you, it's a father. Maybe your dad wasn't around. Maybe your dad didn't love you. Maybe it was a tough love, something along those lines. Again, take it how it resonates as a general reading. Yeah. Inner childhood wounds that stem from father. And it's ancestral pattern with regards to father figures in your family. This was part of my healing too. Okay. I mean, my dad was around, but I was thought that the father-daughter relationship was like king princess type of thing, right? Doing all this stuff together. I didn't really have that. My dad was a lot tougher. I mean, I know he loved us, but it was more like a tough love. And it stemmed a lot from the relationships with their fathers and their kids in his family. It was ancestral pattern that I had to be the golden link for, that I had to heal from. I felt abandoned by my father in a sense, because every time I wanted to do something with my dad, he would say later and later and later. And other stuff, there were some things that I saw with the relationship between my dad and my mom growing up. That was a childhood wound, okay? What I thought love was. This is what this does, why you are part of this. And you then really have a better understanding of unconditionally loving your dad, because honestly, I'm going to be vulnerable. I didn't really like the way my dad was treating my mom. Okay? I'm going to be completely candid here, because I stick to my truth and I'm not afraid to speak it. And sometimes I would kind of resent my dad. I wouldn't act on that, obviously not. And I didn't like it. And it got me into the poor relationships that I ended up being in. Again, ancestral pattern. And this has been going on in my family for generations, okay? Imbalanced marriages, relationships, unequal give and take, that type of thing. I had to heal that, and my connection with my counterpart helped me get there. And now I no longer have to do this work. I'm cool with my dad. I was always cool with my dad, but now I don't feel that. And then I know why my dad was the way he was. Again, programming, social conditioning, how his parents were. It goes back generations. And a lot of you, this has to clear. And there's also honoring the divine masculine, honoring the masculine. Because there's stuff that goes on with them, especially stuff that with the programming that was done in the Piscean age, that made them the way that they are. Some had it a lot harder than others. And this is also about honoring the masculine. Okay. The last card is Make a Wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Go ahead and make your wish and send it out to the universe. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. there's somebody here around you that wants to help. There's 3 girls, ladies here. Maybe it's a sister, sibling, some other friend, your best friend. And I know sometimes it's hard when you're dealing with these relationships. People don't really understand you. Maybe you got to look to somebody who's like me, a spiritual advisor, someone who's been in this counterpart connection. Because I will say there are some people who do, you know, counterpart readings or whatever, and they know about it, but they haven't been in it. That would probably, I'm not saying that they don't know what they're talking about, but you do have to be careful because some of them don't use discernment and they just try to ride the wave of the twin flame stuff because it's now being like a thing. It's being a trend, and that we got to be careful with that. So use discernment with that. But, you know, there's probably somebody around you that will help you get through this connection who's been through it like me. It's hard. And it's probably why I talked about my my group session that's coming up. My group session on July 31st might very well help you. Again, it's your choice. I'm just letting you know that it's available. And it's a group. There's other people. You may run into other people with a lot of similarities to your connection, and you're going to really bond with that person in that Zoom session, right? That's why I'm having this now, because there's going to be really, really helpful. Okay. It's going to help you get through this connection, and it's going to be a lot easier for you than someone who doesn't seek help from others with this, because you can get through this. You maybe just need a little bit more of a boost. Okay. Either way, if it's not joining my group session, you know, find some sort of spiritual community. I have the Light Counterpart community on my mobile app. It's completely free. Everyone's talking freely there in a safe place. Just go to capellawellness.com and sign up, or check the description box for that. You can get help from people there. Build a community of people who are going through the same thing you are, okay? There's no shame in that. This is also going to help you with finding more self-confidence and not being afraid to speak up or talk about your story, or being afraid what everybody else thinks, okay? All right, Saggies, we're going to see what's coming to you with regards to love. This turned out to be a love reading. Well, yeah, most part. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is coming to Sagittarius with regards to love? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We have bold move. An invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, gift for someone, yourself. A couple of things here. It may not actually be dealing with a love interest or your counterpart. Some, actually, for majority of you, this is about you taking those steps to make things happen in your relationship, in your connection. And a lot of you want union, but you have to take the steps to get there, and you have to make things happen. You have to take action, like with the 8 of Wands and stuff, right? Doing the work, following your dharma, okay? You have to be proactive, because if you're not following your calling, if you're not doing the inner work, you're going to prolong separation. That's just how it works. Again, this is not a romantic connection. It's a very, very spiritual one. Now, this also says that maybe so when you do the work and stuff and things start shifting, maybe in the future your person comes and invites you out or something, or because it happened with me. I started to do the work. My counterpart would come back. Hey, you want to go out for drinks? Oh, cool. Thought that was union. Nope. We learned about each other. Then we separated again. And then I did more work. Okay, do more work. And then he came out again. Hey, you want to go out for drinks? I'm telling you, that's how it was. Until it kept happening. And I was like, okay. But then what the thing was is that I was still in my 3D job. That was the thing that was missing. I was not following my Dharma, even though I kind of knew what that was. And I was afraid to leave the 3D job because why? Because of the money. And I'm doing something completely different than systems engineering because that's what I used to be. And now it's like that was the thing that was missing, and that's what the tower moment happened. And when God forced me out of that job in a sense. And then, of course, COVID, oops. And then that thing happened. All right. That 2020 thing happened. And then things started to change. And then he came back again. And now when all that's done, when both of you in alignment have done the work, then the physical union starts to start building up. And then God takes care of the rest. Looking closely, observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, things getting rectified, focus. This is you really focusing on your path. Like, look more closely because there's something you're not seeing. And that's what I was already talking to you about, where you got to really look at who your counterpart really is to you. That's what this is. Reckless. Acting recklessly, getting lit, highly volatile relationship, personality, use precautions, protection. Yeah, this may be a warning where if you're still not doing the work and it's just like someone or your person is being reckless, right? They're not still treating you well, or they keep doing the same things over and over, or maybe like, yeah, you're doing the same thing over and over. It's like playing with fire, even though there's like dynamite here. Oh, what I'm also getting, this is for a few of you, either your counterpart is getting lit, like there's some issue here where maybe they have a drinking problem, or don't take offense to the Sagittarius. Again, if it's not your story, it's not your story. Maybe a few of you are drinking too because you're trying to deal with this connection, and it's really tough. It's weighing on you very heavy. The Ten of Wands is here. It's not going to help with anything, and don't, get angry or whatever. It's just, there's other things that you can be doing. No judgments here. If this is you, use precaution. And with protection, I'm looking at this from a sexual standpoint. Maybe there's some hangups here with the sex. Maybe this is a sex with benefits thing, and it's your counterpart, and it's like you don't want to lose them, and it's just like you're giving into that, even though that's not what you want to do. But you got to pull away from that. It's not going to bring union either, if that's your story. Okay. Game face. Taking things very seriously. A competition. The look, in it to win it. Fake it till you make it. Yeah. Either it could very well be that your counterpart is faking it. Or maybe you're really not coming to terms with this. You're not taking things seriously, where this is about you doing the self-work, the inner work. Maybe a few of you are seeing people who are ahead of you or who are in union already or whatever. And you think this is a competition, but everyone's on different timelines. Everyone has different journeys. Everyone has different missions, right? It's all in divine timing for everybody. And you can't compare yourself to where everybody else is on their journeys. Okay? And don't get so frustrated with that because you want things to happen more quickly. But here's the thing, Sagittarius. Be honest with you. If you're not doing the work, physical union won't manifest. That's what I had to learn. And that changes everything. Okay? You have to do the work. That's what this connection is all about. Union with self. You have a mission here to be examples to other people in what true unconditional love is. Because that's what this world needs. You guys are going to be examples and beacons of light for others. We need more light. That's why you are in this connection. We're going to see what the full moon in Aquarius is bringing you. Full moon in Aquarius is July 24th. For others of you in other parts of the world, it'll be on July 25th, I believe. Maybe. But I know, at least if you're in the States, it's July 24th. Okay, what is the full moon in Aquarius bringing Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, with the yes card, they just told me some of you are still kind of doubting if this person is your counterpart. And you're like, why is this going on? Because we're not together and all this stuff and all these other things. But they're confirming. They want me to say that it is your counterpart. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. I was saying, look at it differently. It's another Libra card. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. There are 2 full moons and a new moon. The bottom of the deck is nothing will come of the situation. Void of course moon. Did I say that in this reading? I think it was the other one. This is what I'm getting from this. And they usually tell me to read the book, but they're like, no, let's go do some channeling here. What this full moon in the Aquarius really is, what are you struggling with? Why are you struggling with expressing your feelings? What do you need to let go of so that you can shine your light brighter? Okay. What do you need to close out with full moon, right? What do you need to end so that things start changing in your connection? Your connection starts moving in an upward direction with the Wheel of Fortune instead of the opposite direction. You got to look at the bigger picture here. You have to see that you are in this connection, like I was saying, for a higher purpose. There's a much higher purpose for the both of you here. Again, it goes back to romanticizing this connection. This is not what relationships are really supposed to be on this earthly plane. We've been bamboozled as to what relationships are. It's supposed to be bigger than what we are seeing on TV, what we're seeing in the world. You got to look at things from a different perspective, like Hangman, and looking at the bigger picture. Use your King of Wands energy. That's your energy, right? Fire energy. Looking at things differently. You got to look at the broader spectrum of things instead of looking at the small, you have to look at the details, yes. But it's like avoiding tunnel vision, I'm being told. Okay? And yeah, you show up there too, right? Sagittarius. This full moon is probably going to call you to start going out on an adventure, traveling. Maybe you're going to find your inspiration there, your spark. Okay? You're going to get clearer, more clear on what this connection is about. You're going to get more downloads and things from your angels, your guides, your ancestors. And when you look at the bigger picture, so what this connection truly is, you're going to start to see that this is a win-win outcome for the both of you. The Libra is about partnerships, right? Relationships. There is a win-win outcome here. It is forecast for the both of you. But this is about doing the work. And when you do the work, you win, your counterpart wins, meaning you've completed your journey's union with self, following your dharma, being at the violet flame, vibrating at the violet flame level, a new romantic cycle begins. And that's another Libra card. That means your cycle in your connection shifts. And I want to get away from the romantic cycle, right? Because this is not what this is. This is a spiritual cycle. When you start doing the work, things start changing. And the Venus-Mars conjunction in Leo is creating that new cycle, especially for the divine masculine and divine feminine. When you do that work, it shifts and you guys get to do a cycle. Like I was telling you my story. We met up again. He came back again. We hung out and then we went back to separation. And it was changing. And it had to do with the astrological, the planet alignments. I'm starting to realize a pattern with this, but I'm going to have to do more research and probably to create a class for it, because there's something that's very significant here with where the planets are with regards to your particular connection. And it's fascinating. I realized something with Venus-Mars conjunction in my connection, and it blew me away. And it does have to do with the planets. That's why divine timing is so important in this. Okay, take advantage of the Venus-Mars conjunction. This is about you creating new projects, right? Birthing something new into the world, because you are going to be very prominent, being an example for the world as to how you overcame your ancestral patterns and dealt with this journey for other counterparts to come into union. This is what we're here for, and raise the vibration of the planet. So a new cycle will start beginning when you start doing the work, and it'll change and it'll change and it'll start gaining momentum, so that it's like the Merkaba. You guys start coming into union. Well, you are in union, the 5D, but your energies, like from the 3D, they start coming together, and then you start building momentum for the physical union, the final one to actually happen. And the bottom is nothing will come of the situation. Exactly that. Nothing will come of the situation if you stay stagnant, if you don't follow your calling, if you don't follow your dharma, you don't do the work. You don't do the work. Things won't progress in your connection, and you will stay in separation for a long time. And I know they say that a lot of twins, a lot of counterparts don't come into union, but for what my guides have told me, what I believe, it's really what you believe too. If you believe it, then you won't come into union. That's how I look at it. I'm like, nope, this is hard work. If we do the work, it will manifest. That is what I believe. It's okay that people say other things, but I'm in this journey. I'm experiencing this right now, and I feel it. And my guides are telling me other things, and I'm seeing signs and synchronicities. It's about doing the work, and it's hard as all hell. But I truly believe if you do the hard work, you start following your dharma, and you pass your tests, God will reward you with what you've been wanting your entire life, or most of your life. Okay, why am I putting those cards away? Alrighty. There's my spiel. Okay, question time. Ask your question, meditate on it while I shuffle. Whoa. Okay. We have a year from now and reconsider. The year from now talks about whatever you asked about will happen within a year. Okay? Bottom of the deck is perfect timing. This is the divine timing card. Everything happens in perfect timing. The Temperance card is here. Perfect orchestration. I believe I said perfect orchestration. That's why I had my little talk about the planets. The alignment of the planets. This also talks about, they wanted me to read it. It says, this is the perfect timing for the situation you've asked about. Move forward with confidence. Don't delay or hesitate because an energy gateway is presently open for you. Conditions are ripe. Even if you don't feel prepared, rest assured that you are. Alrighty. Ran out of room, but it's all good. Okay, Sagittarius, that concludes your weekly reading. Again, if you want a personal reading to help you more with understand these energies for this week and stuff, and about your counterpart stuff, I highly recommend joining my group session called the Capella Circle. Go to capellawellness.com, check the description box for that information, and book a seat. There's going to be a bonus, a really nice bonus for those people who join my first session, okay? Thank you so very much for watching, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't subscribed already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starry up.